Hey everybody, it's Crow of Poke Crows here. Before we begin our video today, I just wanted to let you all know that we are active on Patreon. I don't like asking for this, but if you could consider checking it out, look at our tier list, let us know if you'd like to at least become a sponsor of the channel. It would really help us go towards the giveaways we plan on doing, as well as new equipment so we can do better recordings on this channel, do streaming on Mixer. Anyways, we'd really appreciate if you could check it out. On to the video. Welcome back everybody to another episode of Poke Crows with Crow here, and we have a really big leak. Now I know that there are people right now playing the games. They're doing they're doing really super early Let's Plays, going over all the information. However, what they probably have not been able to go over are the actual movesets of the Pokemon that are released, and the Pokemon that are not released, including the 35 that we found out will be added in over time into the games. Now here's the thing. These moveset changes are really, really amazing for a lot of Pokemon. There's some definite winners, some definite and some Pokemon where I'm just like, why they even bother? But we're gonna go over the list because some of this stuff's really cool. Some of this stuff is things that I've wondered why they haven't had them at basic coverage moves that they needed. Just things that will overall make a lot of these Pokemon shine more competitively. Starting off with the list, you have Venusaur getting Earth Power, which is just a great coverage move for it. The Charizard family, Mystical Fire is kind of meh for it, but it is also getting Hurricane, which is just awesome. That is an amazing stab move. Up until now, it's only had Air Slash to use. It also gets physical moves, because a lot of people are aware of this, Charizard actually does have a Dragon Dance set. Heat Crash, Acrobatics. Really, the big one is Hurricane. The Blastoise family, though, gets Shell Smash. Shell Smash on Blastoise is amazing. Now, Blastoise basically has really average stats across the board. I don't think it has anything above a 90, and even in that, I think that's in defense. Its attack and special attack are really average. Its speed is also pretty average. So when you give it a Shell Smash, oh man, that Blastoise is going to turn into a monster. It sucks that they never gave it Shell Smash previously because, Mega Blastoise with Shell Smash was the most broken thing ever. But still, this is really, really, really good. Life Dew, not important too much. It's a ability that spreads around water and heals you in game, so I guess okay for a double battle, but I really don't know how that would work. Butterfree, Hurricane, and Baton Pass. So Butterfree already gets Quiver Dance. Now it can pass those Quiver Dances, Quiver Dance being one of the best moves possible for stat buffs. And then Hurricane with its Compound Ice ability, Butterfree can actually do some work now. The Pikachu family is getting Surf as a standard. It already had Surf as a event move. It got Surf in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Now it seems like it's just going to be able to teach that, I'm going to guess, by TM. Clefable, Mystical Fire, great coverage move for it. Baton Pass, pretty okay. Vulpix and Ninetales family, Mystical Fire, okay. I still think that you wouldn't use that on it, but the Alolan, Vulpix, Ninetales family, nothing too amazing there. Arcanine's getting Play Rough, which is great for Dragon-type switch-ins to it. Oddish and Vileplume. I mean, it's nice Vileplume's getting Sludge Wave, but not that amazing. Same thing with the Weezing family. Rapidash, though, and Galarian Rapidash are both getting Sword Stance. That is awesome. Rapidash is a really cool fire type. It's just kind of weak in terms of what else you can get. But it's got a decent speed stat. It has an okay attack stat, so that Sword Stance is going to be really good for it. I don't know how good, but I actually have a shiny Ponyta on my Let's Go games. When Pokemon Home comes out, I'm transferring that over, and I really want to use Sword Stance Rapidash on it. Gengar's getting Nasty Plot. That is all kinds of broken. The Cloyster family is getting Pin Missile, which is pretty cool because it does get the Skill Link ability. Dugtrio, The Champ's getting Reversal. You can't really see it here. Darkest Lariat. It already gets Knockoff, so that's kind of, it doesn't really do anything for me. The Rhydon family is getting Heat Crash, which is a great coverage move for it. Lets it just slam into steel types. For some reason, Rhyperior is getting Hydro Pump. I have no clue why. The Kingler family is getting Hammer Arm. Really nice move for it. Otherwise, high horsepower is okay. I don't get sheer force, so maybe that works with high horsepower. I don't think so, though. I think the big one there is going to be Hammer Arm. Sea King family, Swords Dance. Farfetch'd and Galarian Farfetch'd are both getting close combat. I mean, that's pretty understandable for Galarian Farfetch'd, but if for some reason you want to use regular Farfetch'd, there you go. Onyx and Steelix are both getting Dragon Dance. Really cool moves. They're also getting Head Smash, which is a really powerful move. But Steelix is a defensive behemoth with only average attack and abysmal speed. So I can't really see a reason why you'd want to use Dragon Dance on it, but it is cool that it gets it. The Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee family is getting Aura Sphere, which isn't that good on it. Mime Jr., Dazzling Gleam, okay. Mr. Mime, Mystical Fire. That's a good coverage move. The Evolutions are all getting Weather Ball. I mean, that's not really good, even on a weather-dedicated team, in my personal opinion. Vaporeon Liquidations, nah. Flareon Mystical Fire, nah. Leafeon Solar Blade, it's a 2-turn move. Glaceon's getting Freeze Dry, though. That is really good for it. Gyarados, now Gyarados is getting Power Whip. I love using Gyarados, but it gets walled really hard by just your average bulky water. You have to set up multiple times, and normally by then they burn you with the scald. Imagine if you're setting up your Dragon Dance and they switch in, they switch in a Slowking or something, or sorry, Slowbro, and you just whip it out with a Power Whip. That's an awesome coverage move. So Gyarados is really going to be fun to use. Lapras is getting moves that I think are all kind of appropriate for it. It's just, I don't think that those are going to change anything for it. Snorlax is getting Heat Crash, which I guess is pretty cool. Hammer Arm as well. Mewtwo, though, is getting Nasty Plot. So Ubers is just going to be a total mess. That should be a lot of fun. Now, we move on to the Gen 2 Pokemon. Hoot and Noctowl. They're very weak, just traditionally. It is nice that they're getting these moves. Moonblast, Calm Mind, and Nasty Plot are all good. It's just, on the whole, they're still pretty weak. Quagsire is getting Liquidation, which is awesome. Togekiss is getting Mystical Fire, great coverage move for it. Blossom's getting Baton Pass, which should be pretty fun. Corsola, now Corsola is getting Galarian form, so I do wonder if Hydro Pump is going to be available on that, but it doesn't say it, so I'm going to guess no. But regular Corsola is getting Hydro Pump, that's not going to do anything for it. Octillery Liquidation, Quillfish Reversal, Sudowoodo Body Press, Shuckle Reversal, Delibird Baton Pass, Wobbuffet Amnesia, Mantine Hurricane. Tyranitar is getting a few moves. Heavy Slam, High Horsepower, Muddy Water, Body Press, and Hydro Pump. I mean, Muddy Water is good for doubles, but I don't imagine you want to use a Tyranitar for that. Heavy Slam, I guess that would take out Fairy types. And Hydro Pump's just kind of funny to see. For some reason, they're giving Hydro Pump to Tyranitar and Rhyperior, so maybe they won't be so critically weak to water? I don't know. Celebi. Solar Blade, Pollen Puff, Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere is a pretty good move for it. Zigzagoon, Tail Slap's not going to do anything. Shift Tree, Solar Blade's not going to do anything. Gardevoir is getting the Mystical Fire ability. There's attack. Again, just a good coverage move on these fairy types. Sableye, Encore, Torkoal, Ancient Power, Heat Crash, Flygon, Throat Chop, First Impression, Ninjask, Acrobatics, Air Slash, Shedinja, Hex, Whiscash, Liquidation, Crawdaunt, Close Combat, Hydro Pump, Snow Runt, Icicle Crash, Claydol, Nasty Plot, Solrock, and Lunatone, Swords Dance, Nasty Plot respectively, both getting Psychic Terrain, and Solrock's getting Weather Ball, which again, kind of meh. Jirachi, Baton Pass, Life Dew, or Spirit Encore. I definitely think they did better to improve some of these Gen 3 Pokemon. I don't think that this is really going to change much for any of them outside of in the lower tiers, but I have no clue what this meta's going to look like because we have so many fewer Pokemon, so who knows? Alright, now we move on to the 4th generation. Shellos with Ancient Power, Gastrodon, Hydro Pump. I mean, Hydro Pump is just kind of basic for it, but I think you'd still rather use Scald. So. Cherum, Solar Blade, Pollen Puff, Draining Kiss, Play Rough. Vesca Queen, Reversal, Aromatherapy, Aromatic Mist, Toxic Spikes, Spin Missile. I mean, it's nice that it gets Toxic Spikes. I think those are pretty fun to use. Toxic Growth, Baton Pass, and Encore. Encore is always a fun ability, if you can predict right. Drapion, Buzz, well, or you just outspeed Drapion, Bug Buzz, Lucario, Life Dew, Stunky, Tail Slap, Stuntank, Tail Slap, and Nasty Flap, Drifblim, Strength Sap, Bronzor and Bronzong get Speed Swap, Abomasnow. I think Abomasnow out of all of these is probably the one that got the biggest buff here, because it gets Earth Power, which is great coverage move for fire types, and Aurora Veil, which is just amazing. Leaf Storm, because you're really not going to... I mean, usually when I use Abomasnow, I'm using it as a physical attacker, and then I have just Blizzard as a backup ability, but I don't know, this whole thing seems really good. Rotom gets Nasty Plot across the board, which is amazing for it. Leafeon, Solar Blade, Dusknoir, Darkest Lariat, Blade, Solar Blade, Flash Horse Bear. The big ones I would say are Rotom and Abomasnow. Now, Lucario did lose a move, follow me. I don't think anybody cares. Unpheasant, Great Bird, and Hurricane. The best flying type moves you can have. Leopard, Baton Pass, Musharna gets Moonblast, Woobat, Swoobat, Nasty Plot, and Baton Pass. Now that's actually pretty cool because Swoobat has the simple ability. If you use Nasty Plot, you're getting a +4 special attack, and you just pass that on to someone who can really use it. But even then, on its own, that's gonna really make sure it's hitting hard. I think that'll get some improvement, though, for sure. Sesame Toad, Liquidation, and Power Whip, great coverage move. And Power Whip, Liquidation, just a strong stab move for Cabin. Speed Swap on Sigilif, and then the Cocklebear family's getting defog for some reason. And I guess it never had close combat, which is really surprising for me. I don't know if anybody else knew that. So where are we on this list here? Sigilif. Darmanitan, Mystical Fire, Reversal, Endure, not going to be good for it. Galarian Darmanitan, Icicle Crash, Reversal, Endure. I mean, Icicle Crash, yeah, but I wonder what its basic moves are going to be. Scrafty, Close Combat, Reuniclus, Encore and Hammer Arm, Gothitelle, Fake Out, Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot on Gothitelle. Vanillux, Icicle Crash, Bear Tick, Liquidation. Well, the Vanillite's also getting Aurora Veil. A lot of these ice types are getting Aurora Veil, so perhaps we'll have like a really good Hail team, or just one that keeps putting up Aurora Veil and still gets trashed by a fire type. No shade, it's just ice is just a terrible type to base a team around. Crustle, Solar Blade, Heavy Slam, Body Press, Frillish, Strength Sap, nothing too amazing there. Escavilaire. God, why am I having so much trouble saying that? Escavilaire. I'm not even trying anymore. Close Combat, Razor Shell, Encore. Axew, First Impression, Crunch, and Psycho Cut. Looks like it's getting that across the family, but Haxorus is also getting Close Combat. The First Impression is going to be pretty good. Haxorus got a whopping attack stat, kind of okay speed, so just being able to just switch in and chop something out is going to be pretty fun. Excelgor, Reversal, Endure, Drain Punch. Behem, Sword Power, Agility, Endure, Ferrothorn, Body Press, Quinkling, Assurance, and then Galvantula, Speed Swap. So nothing really exciting right at the end of that list. Haxorus getting First Impression might be a little bit fun to use. Close Combat as well, I suppose. But then from there, I wouldn't say anything here. I think Gen 5 got like a ton of like little small improvements in ways that I imagine someone's going to be able to abuse. But overall, I'd say nothing's really screaming at me is going to be a game changer the way Shell Smash Blastoise. Litwick, the Chandelure, Mystical Fire. You know, we do have some more Gen 5s. Wow. I guess they have like way more Gen 5 and Gen 1 in here than anything else. Galvantula, Speed Swap, again, not great. Chandelure, Mystical Fire, not great for it. Braviary's getting Close Combat, which is really awesome. Hurricane, not a special attacker though. Durant's getting First Impression. That should be fun. Hydreigon. That is the fun one. Hydreigon's getting Hydro Pump. A lot of Pokemon are getting Hydro Pump, but it's also getting Nasty Plot and Dragon Dance. I have no clue. No clue at all how that's going to play, but man, does that sound like Hydreigon is just going to tear apart the upper ranks now. Virizion, Solar Blade, Smart Strike, Mega Horn, Air Slash, Cobalion, and Terrakion both get the same moves. Reversal, Endure, Smart Strike, Mega Horn, and Air Slash. I mean, the Mega Horn's going to be great for Terrakion, just, you know, and Virizion, but I don't think any of the other moves really matter. I don't think Cobalion really got anything to mention it, to be honest. The Tau Trio, though, Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem are all getting Dragon Dance. They're buffing up Reshiram with some more physical fire-type moves in Flare Blitz and Heat Crash, and then Kyurem's getting Icicle Spear. Freeze Dry, I guess, is going to be standard, but I thought that it already had that, so maybe I was wrong. But that Dragon Dance is definitely going to be abused whenever those are ready. Pawniard and Bioshock lost knockoff. Got no clue why, but that's it for Gen 5. So this part of the list looks a lot better than the top part of the list. Inkay and Malamar in Gen 6, Liquidation, Baton Pass, Disable Accurate. Wow, look at that list. I guess Liquidation's pretty nice, and you can use Baton Pass for the superpower set. You could use Nasty Plot with Baton Pass without the contrary ability. I don't think this one's all that great. Pangoro, Darkest Lariat, Close Combat, Reversal, Endure, Circle Throw, Storm Throw. Close Combat, you don't have to deal with an attack drop, but you know, Close Combat's going to make sure that you're just set up for the next one. Meowstic gets Nasty Plot, Edge Slash gets Close Combat, which is pretty good over here. Heliolisk gets a lot of moves, but I don't think any of them are going to do anything for it. It specifically gets Dry Skin as its ability, so I don't know why the hell you would want to use a Sunny Day, but look at that list. Barbicle, a lot of people don't even know what Barbicle is. It was the Gen 6 fossil, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, Gen 5 fossil. It was the Gen 5 fossil. Or maybe it wasn't even a fossil, maybe it was just a terrible Pokemon. Either way, I hate this thing so much, and I'm so glad it's not getting anything that would make anybody want to use it. At least I hope. Hawlucha, though. Close Combat, Brave Bird, Reversal, and Endure. Slurpuff, nothing amazing. Aromatisse, again, nothing amazing. Sylveon's getting a pretty cool coverage move in Mystical Fire. I kind of want to use Sylveon just because it has more options to attack with now. And I think Mystical Fire is just a neat move for it to have. But the big one here would be, well, for Mike Sororvale, of course, Gourgeist gets Mystical Fire and Moonblast and Power Whip. I'm going to guess that really helps out Gourgeist. I never used one. I don't really see them being used too often, so maybe that will help it being used. Goodra, Hydro Pump, and Life Dew. Again, just a lot of Hydro Pumps. Now, for Gen 7, the Decidueye family is getting Hurricane. Rowlet's getting Knockoff as an egg move. I think it got it as a move too. This one. But Hurricane on Decidueye sounds like fun. Again, it's more of a physical attacker to me, though. Incineroar gets Close Combat, Heat Crash, Parting Shot, Reversal, Endure. Close Combat and Heat Crash. The Primarina line is getting Calm Mind. So Water Fairy with Calm Mind does sound pretty amazing. Vikavolt, Sticky Web, Fly, and Eerie Impulse. Actually, you know what? I don't even remember what Eerie Impulse does. I don't think that's going to do anything for it. The Sticky Web is nice, though. I love Sticky Web users. They're really fun to build a team around. Speed control is one thing I really love. I know it wasn't great last generation, though. And I didn't really play that much with it. But even I knew it wasn't that strong. Switcheroo, Aromatic Mist, Imprisoned, Rabombi doesn't get anything. Arena doesn't get anything really impressive. Araquanid, nothing really impressive because it's a physical attacker. Chianotic, yeah. I mean, these are not bad moves, it's just I don't think it does anything for it. Oranguru gets Encore, Encore is always nice. Salazzle, this is funny. Fire Lash, Dragon Dance, Flare Blitz, Endeavor, and Beat Up. So if you want a physical Salazzle, you get Dragon Dance, Fire Lash, which is 100% defense drop, if I'm not mistaken. So there you go, if you want to use that. Okay, and then over here we have Beware, Darkest Lariat, Close Combat. Toxapex gets Hydro Pump, which you use it on. Bloodstale gets Body Press, Turtonator, Heat Crash, which makes a lot of sense. Heavy Slam, which makes a lot of sense. Golisopod gets close combat. That's awesome. Way to go. The Trampoline, Hydro Pump. Well, Trampoline, Drampa's only... did you ever wonder why Drampa didn't evolve from Dunsparce? Because I could have sworn those things were related. But it's getting Hydro Pump. Delmise, it gets Solar Blade, Hydro Pump, Liquidation. All okay. Como-O, I thought it got close combat already, but I guess I was wrong. Aura Sphere, Body Press, it's getting a new signature ability called Clangorous Soul, or signature attack, and I'm going to guess it's relating to its old Z move. That should be pretty fun. I kind of want to know how that works. Solgaleo gets Mystical Fire, Close Combat, Heat Crash. Marshadow gets Aura Sphere, Blaze Kick, Endure Reversal, and Zeraora gets Reversal, Endure, Electro Ball, and Play Rough. I think they definitely improved Gen 7 ones. But again, nothing that I would say is going to change too much from where they were at. Although I could completely be wrong. These are all really cool abilities and attacks to see. But that is it. That seems to be everything that's data mined. I checked through the thread. It didn't look like it had been updated since. And it was just people basically up to the latest point. Anyways, guys, that's the video. I am totally hyped for the Shell Smash Blastoise. No joke, when that comes out, I'm putting it on my team. I have no clue why we didn't get Shell Smash Blastoise the moment Shell Smash became an ability, because Blastoise has a shell. But it's going to be so much fun to use, and I'm really excited for it. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Please drop a like if you like the content. If you didn't like it, I guess you got to hit us with the dislike. But please leave a comment and let us know why. Anyways, guys, thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.